ladies and gentlemen, Cone Dodger here. Welcome to a channel monthly update. I think I said that backwards, but I don't even care. It's been a little while since I've been able to do a monthly channel update. I got it right this time. And I'm sure everybody has noticed that videos have been a little bit on the sparse side the past month or so. Specifically, pretty much that happened right when Formula One came to an end, the co-op came to an end. That is certainly through no lack of inspiration or desire to do videos, just through a lot of small things happening all at once, deciding to take me away from the computer. It takes me probably a lot more time to do videos, to make recordings than it does most. I have a lot of videos that I record that I end up deleting or never see the light of day. That's something I'm trying to work on. I seem to have gotten better at it maybe last year, but then all of a sudden, I guess maybe with the little growth spurt that we had on the channel, I got my mind kind of just stuck in that rut of perfectionism, and I get very overly critical of the content that I make, and I end up scrapping stuff, or even like mid-recording I'll just like stop and, no, this is terrible, I'll try it a different day or something like that. Or recently I've been having allergy issues, and then I've been sick and all sorts of stuff going on, so if I sound funky I don't want to record. I need to get over that kind of stuff. I know you guys are extremely accepting of any little stupid thing going on. You just want to see the content, you know, you want to see videos, and I want to make them, so I'm going to try and get over that. I'm going to try and get back to a rhythm of making videos, but I do have a lot of random stuff going on. I had the water pump issue with this car, which took me away from stuff a little while, as I had to take on a lot of side work. And by side work I mean either mechanic stuff. I've been doing all sorts. I've had my hands on more cars in this year already than I did the entire last year, because I tried to get away from doing that stuff. It's not very rewarding for me to be that kind of mechanic, especially financially, because it's usually people I know, and I want to help them out. I want to do it for free. I want to do it just to make them happy. That's not a very sound business decision, believe it or not. So yeah, I try to get away from doing that stuff, but there are some people that I know that need stuff done to their cars and are willing to pay, so I have been staying a little busy with that stuff. The good news with that is that the old bank account's starting to look a lot better. A lot better is still pretty atrocious, but it has gotten to the point where I have started to purchase stuff for the supercharged 240 build, and we had a Cone's Garage last month. Don't think I've missed any months of that, but certainly going a lot slower than I was hoping it would progress. This might be a little bit of a lengthy update, because I'm taking a little bit of a lengthy drive. I'm actually driving out to Keystone Heights, Florida, to go to Lake Santa Fe for the day, not to have a day of fun. Well, it's not a day of work, but one of the many strange little hobbies slash jobs slash, I don't even know what it is, things that I do, is I do kind of get into the photography stuff a little. And when I say photography, basically I have no business or anything like that. I have a decent camera that I essentially stole from Ducks. I would say I have a decent eye for photography. It's probably not something I'm best at. I'm not very trained at. This is not really the best equipment or anything, but for whatever reason, people want to hire me, quote unquote, for like weddings and stuff like that. I did one wedding, never again. This is like a family reunion kind of situation here, and sometimes I've gotten hired for, you know, car photo shoots, things like that nature. It's just another strange little hobby that I have. I have far too many. There's too many little things that I do that make me not dedicate myself to any one thing enough to get really good at it. I just did another suede dashboard. That is something I have. If I dedicated myself to that, if I perfected it, I would probably have 50 people wanting those done this year. To do that, I would need to make a large investment. I would need to dedicate all of my time to it. Because then I gotta perfect the technology of it. And that's just not something that I've been interested in doing. But for whatever reason, my brain randomly goes, man, I want to do a dashboard. So I'll say yes to somebody, and then there goes a couple weeks of my time putting into that. This one that I did, if you remember that project that I did a long time ago, that was like the first Cone's Garage stuff I did. I tried some new adhesive stuff, and it ended up not really working out as well as I wanted, and it took a lot of time. I probably put 60-ish hours into that one dashboard, but luckily the owner of it was very appreciative and very, very like open to however it came out, but he paid me very well for it, so that will help us again with the funding of the 240 build, which I guess I'll get back to that subject, is getting there. We got the fuel pressure regulator last month. This month I'm getting ready to order the battery kit for it and injectors, and I think those are the last two big things. There's going to be a lot of other little small things to buy yet, but those should be the last two big purchases to make. And we'll get back to maybe even getting close to starting that this month. That would be nice. I don't know if we're going to have a startup video this month of it, but we should be getting the wiring squared away this month, which will be the biggest hurdle. And if we get the wiring squared away, maybe in April, we'll either be starting it or we'll be getting Grant over to help, do the first start, something like that. So that's the projected timeline for that, is April for startup of that project. And startup does not mean completion. Startup is just the beginning of that project, really. Who knows where that project will go from there. While we're on that subject, I cannot thank you guys enough for the support on Patreon, even though video production has been totally subpar the past couple months. Support on Patreon continues to grow, and everyone has been very generous with that, so it is much appreciated. It has not only helped with that project, it has really just helped with overall kind of my financial situation here recently, so that is much appreciated. As far as content for the channel goes, one of the coolest things I think that has happened this year is the start of the Conelanders League. That was just a random idea I had one day. Just, again, one of those ideas I get in my head and I just can't not do it, even though it's probably going to take up more time than I don't have. But no, that has been great. The response has been awesome. It's gone super smooth. Everyone's just been really great about not taking it too seriously, really I've had no problems with it at all. I haven't had to deal with any dramas or anything with that, so it's been great. Everybody has really embraced the spirit of it, and a lot of people have been posting videos on it. It's turned into kind of like a hub for dirt rally Let's Players. Just this week, we were doing a stream actually with some of the Conelanders crew, and that's something that I would like to try and do a little bit more of those kind of group situations where we're maybe not doing dirt rally, just other stuff. We played some Wreckfest for Kurt's Throttle Thursday? Is it Throttle Thursday? I don't remember what he called it. But yeah, one of his streaming day situations. That went great. Everyone was really awesome with that, and that was a lot of fun. I think it's a cool way for the two of us, sort of, to kind of, keep in touch with the community and everything. I almost kind of feel like sometimes like Kurt's community manager. I realize a large section of our subscriber base is overlapping, even though mine is significantly, smaller. A lot of you guys subscribe to the two of us, so it is really important to me to kind of make things like that happen. And I enjoy it. He seems to enjoy it. And you guys certainly seem to enjoy it. So try and do more of that stuff. As for the future videos on the channel, as of right now, everything's kind of hanging up in the air. 7 Days to Die is something I started recently, and it obviously has a smaller following than the motorsports racing stuff that I do on the channel. I know a large percentage of you guys are here for that purpose. You probably don't even care about these kind of videos, but that's okay. You know, I will always be making that kind of video too. That's a large interest of mine. iRacing, dirt rally, automation, getting back to automation videos like that. I have been keeping up with the game. Obviously, I keep in pretty close contact with the developers of automation, and there is a lot of cool stuff coming for automation. I know everyone's patience is probably wearing a little thin at times as progress seems to be slow, but the stuff going on behind the scenes is truly incredible with automation. That game is going to become very grown up very soon, so definitely look forward to the future of automation. iRacing has been really good lately. It's been a very frustrating season, I'm not gonna lie. I have not done as well in Star Mazda as I hoped I had, or I hoped I would do, but it's still been very fun. You guys have been really supportive of that series, more than ever. We're going to do back-to-back seasons in iRacing, which is something that I've never done, and that will be in the Formula Renault, which will be a very similar car, it looks like. A little bit less power, maybe a little bit more downforce. I'm not really too sure about it just yet, but it'll probably be a very popular series. There seems to be a lot of buzz around it, but I think just staying in a similar car for 2 seasons in a row will be very good for us, and starting in a car that doesn't have base setups will probably be very helpful. It'll be new to everybody, so we'll have somewhat of a fresh start, and a fresh start in GT1 was really good for us. I thought I was way more competitive in GT1 that season we did because it was new to everybody. So it kind of puts me back on a level playing ground with the guys that can do full-time iRacing. They do, you know, the 20-30 races a week. That's just not something I'm willing to do, and it's not something I'll ever do, I don't think. I've toyed around with the idea of maybe doing some oval racing next season too. It'll either be on stream or in video, I'm not sure yet. It'll probably be in video. I'm just not too comfortable streaming racing in iRacing. I get too distracted with it. And distracted racing is not a good thing. Well, I think that's about all I have to blabble on about this month. I really hope things start to normalize as far as my work schedule goes, my real work schedule, I don't know, my regular job, my retail slumlord job. Hopefully things get back to normal there. I usually have a fixed schedule. Lately it's not been very fixed and has been being intrusive. And hopefully, you know, some of the random side jobs kind of calm down a little bit, and I learned to say no to people. That's the biggest thing. Just say no. Just say no to people requesting things. Forget about the drugs. Just say no to people. Yeah, that'll probably about sum it up for this month. Thank you all for your support. Thanks all for watching. You'll probably be seeing more of me during the Kurt's stream of weekday things. Hopefully we'll be doing something here and there, Sonic UHC, stuff like that, and I'll try to do some streaming along with that as well. I didn't get to stream iRacing this week, missed that one as well, but it is already Saturday. Obviously I'm doing something today. Hopefully tonight I'll be able to practice at Watkins Glen and race tomorrow for our season finale in Star Mazda, and that will carry us through all what I have to say right now. So yeah, I guess I already said thanks, but thanks again, and I'll see you next month.